Hey Mario Karters and Frenzy fans, welcome to our channel.
We've got a strat chat going on tonight.
Yes.
I'm super excited about this. I've been looking forward to it all day.
So if you guys are new to our channel, if you guys are at the Frenzy Friend level in like our memberships, you can come hang out with us. These are Frenzy Friends, Frenzy family members. We hang out. We were talking about right before we hit record. We're like, oh my gosh, we actually like miss each other. Like we see each other's faces and we're like, oh buddy, what's up?
Yeah, I feel like it's been a while. It's been too long.
Yeah.
So it's good to see you guys again. Glad to have you on. So we got Firestorm, Torchie Torch, and Pepper Rabbit.
All right. So for those who don't know who you guys are, let's start with Tim. Tim, will you introduce yourself?
Yeah, Tim Torch, and I was dubbed Torchie Torch by Frenzy Fangirl, and it just stuck. It was fun name, and I completely agree with what you said. It's nice listening to Frenzy Fanboy and Girl talk, but it's another thing when you actually get to come on and interact and talk to two of my favorite people in this community. That I just enjoy having like discourse with all of you guys. It's just really a pleasure to even be thought of like that. Number one, like I can add something to anyone's listening and viewing enjoyment, and number two, just that I can, it's weird being able to call people I've never physically met friends, but I would easily in a second call each of you a friend.
That's awesome.
Oh, I love you too, Torchie Torch.
My heart just got so big and happy.
And his heart grew 3 times his size
Right?
that day. So good.
All right, Firestorm, where are you?
Hello. Yeah.
Where are you right now?
Oh man.
He's in his house.
I'm
I
a little emotional.
recognize it. I've been there before.
I'm a little emotional after Tim's amazing little monologue. I'm Firestorm. Been a day one player, Gold Pass Plus now, and love the game, love the community. Yeah, just echo everything Tim said. Excited to hang out with you guys. I think it's fun that we've got so many little pockets in this community of people and spaces where you can just be like, yeah, I want to hang out with these people on Zoom call, when a lot of us are zooming into work every day. And so it's just a testament to the quality of the community. So excited to hang out with you guys and talk some Mario Kart.
Awesome. And then we got Pepper Rabbit.
Hey, I'm back. Pepper Rabbit, day one player casually for a long time, and then I decided to get more into the game around last year, a little bit in February or sometime like that. Yeah, happy to be here. Always go for ACR each tour. I think this last tour I should be top 200 somewhere in the bottom half of that. So
Yeah,
you've
so
been
close.
You've been top 100, like knocking on the door, top 100 here for a few tours. It's been exciting watching you, your progress.
Yeah, you hit that 1.4, didn't you? I think, or was that you?
Yes, I did get 1.43 this tour, something like that.
Oh,
Man.
That's exciting.
Definitely the highest score I've had in the whole time. So yeah,
Congrats.
a lot of high action and high scoring tracks last tour.
yeah.
Well,
Cool. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get started.
so we're gonna do it a little different this time.
Okay.
Normally we like have the calculator pulled out
The Frenzy
and
Fan.
the Frenzy
points
Fan
predictor
calculator.
Mm-hmm.
and we go through our loadouts and kind of see how we're all doing and chat strat. Instead of doing that this time, if you guys want to learn how to use the calculator, we recently did an episode with StudFit where we walk you through. So if you actually want a tutorial, go check that one out. But today we're just gonna really have a legit strat chat and talk about where we're all at, what we want to do, brainstorm, all that type of stuff. So we're looking at Pepper Rabbit's phone, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, cool. So what's going on with your stuff today?
All right, so this morning I did take a nap. I was at 11 o'clock last night. I started to go to sleep, and then I woke up at 2:05 in the morning.
Why? Why that
That's weird.
particular minute?
Wonder.
It's weird.
Wonder, yeah.
The
And
subconscious is like,
yeah,
wake up!
went through
The
the tour, and it's exciting and whatnot. Went through all the tracks, the ranked tracks, and yeah, missing a lot of. I was missing a lot of stuff at first. Like I didn't have a driver here, I actually pulled already for the Rosalina.
Very nice.
She's such a good looking alt.
Isn't she?
I had a level
good?
1 card here,
He is awesome looking for sure.
Oh my gosh.
and this was probably like the redeeming one. I have 2 level 5 gliders here already,
That's cool.
Nice.
so that was nice. I'm okay on Rosalina Ice World RT. This one I'm a little lacking as well, but level 3 driver already, not too bad.
Yeah.
This one I just have level 1 carts.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So this one I was also fine with the level 6 double capped glider.
Toby Moons.
So what's your ticket situation like? Because since you pulled for her, she's
You
on
have-
both.
I have a decent amount, so
Okay.
if I were to upgrade the Rosalina I just pulled, I would probably put her at a 4, and that would give me a level 4 driver on 3 of the tracks,
Okay.
or 2 of the tracks.
Yeah,
The first
it
week.
unlocks at level 6
Yeah,
on the T, I think.
yeah. And it's TMOK already with the
Yeah.
Chuck,
charging
so
Chuck.
I'm fine there. A level 1 card. Oh, I kind of a spoiler alert, but I did actually pull the
The dragonfly.
Dragonfly as my high-end card, which was pretty exciting. I don't usually pull the
That's
second
fun.
week or the first week in those pipes, so that's pretty exciting.
Can you guys educate me? If you guys saw our tour reaction, I'm so confused about the Firefly and Dragonfly. Why are they named that?
They're from a Mario Kart DS game.
Okay, and they were called
The
that.
dragonfly is.
So why were they called that then?
I don't know.
I
Yeah,
don't know. Sandy
It's
might
funny,
know.
all the content creators, it's like Carlos, he's like, why is it called Firefly? And then someone on his stream was like, oh, in German it's called Firefart. And he's like, what? So it was like totally joking around. I think he bought it for like maybe 2 seconds. He's like, no, you're pulling my leg. It's not called Firefart in German.
Anyways,
I am super interested in that Firefly though, because Firestorm, Firefly, it's just kind of
Yeah.
cool. I'm like, I like the fire type things. I don't know. I just was immediately like, that seems like a cool car. It looks a little small though. Pepper, have you driven the Dragonfly?
yes, I have. It's a little bit smaller than the new flower cart.
okay.
Okay.
If you're comparing it, it's actually a bigger cart than you think, but it's not that big. So it's kind of
Okay.
like the well, based on the dimensions, it's actually like the Zoom Broom,
Do
Okay.
you have the
but
graphic?
it's a lot easier to drive with.
Do you have the graphic pulled up?
All right, so
Okay, here we go.
largest hitbox carts on the very top here.
Okay, and this is updated with all the new stuff.
Yep, it should be. So the on line 23, you'll see the new
okay.
cart, the
Okay.
flower one.
It's a lot
Which
smaller than I
is-
thought it was going to
Yeah.
be.
Wow.
So it's like a Dozer Dasher, in between a Dozer Dasher and a B Dasher.
So this,
Mm.
if you
Koopa King.
line 23, it's if you see the Kamek Zoom Broom, it's 163 cart width. This one is 150. So
Okay.
it's actually thinner than the Zoom Broom itself, which is kind of weird.
So it's not like a big tractor; it's like a lawnmower.
The flower cart I'm talking about.
But
Oh,
I
the
mean,
flower
its
cart.
length- Its length
Yeah.
is fairly.
It is, yeah, the length
Large.
is large. It's 275, which is the second lowest, if I remember correctly, or it's tied for the top. I don't know.
Because
Wow.
that means, I mean, when you're
Oh yeah, it's
drifting, you
Banana
get
Master
a lot of
is
that.
bigger. Yes, when you are drifting around the track, if you're kind of going winding, you're kind of moving around. Yeah, you'll probably pick up a lot of coins if you're going for a coin box.
Does that help on half pipes? Collecting more? Or does it not really, like, is the
Not
movement not really?
Really?
Okay.
I mean, because half pipes, I mean, I know that stuff that last tour was talking about it, but half pipes are so, number one, they're a little finicky, but it's like, it's almost about the angle at which you hit the half pipe,
Yeah.
as opposed to like how fast or any of that stuff. It's almost due to the angle. And so I feel like that
Yeah.
kind of defeats it a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. That's good to see.
Well, if you know how to do this, if this is the cart and this is the half pipe, if you know how to come up like this and go like this, let me know, because that would be cool.
like a windshield wiper, just like get all the coins that are just sitting there right on the top.
That'd be great.
I did see that move by Carlos last week. He was just kind of being along the side and just slowly bumping himself up and down to grab the coins.
Cool.
He wasn't really hitting the half pipe. He was just like glancing along the top to collect all the coins.
I think he was parallel to the ground, but I think ideally you'd want to be perpendicular to the ground moving across, just to like sweep them all.
Like an air drift, like, you know?
Right.
This is one thing that was cool, like with Yoshi Valley T, or was it RT? Like those half pipes, all the coins that were along the side. So if you got a boomerang at like the right, or a frenzy at the right time, you could collect all the coins from both of those half pipes. That was really cool.
Yeah, Sammy D had an insane boom box where he got, like someone released the box right when he was getting to the half pipe. So he got everything from the box and the half pipe. That was really cool.
You guys remember how many actions he got on that run?
236. I went back and helped him out with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
He had two single boomerangs that were just insane, and then a red shell frenzy, and he got to 236.
Wow.
And if you guys don't know what we're talking about, Sammy D, Cart Life, he did a live stream grind yesterday, and this was towards the end of his stream.
Yeah.
Ish.
It's fun to watch.
Okay, so where's the lawnmower on this one?
So if you see the carrot card on line 32, is right underneath of it with their rescreens of each other, the dragonfly and the firefly.
Okay.
So they're medium size, I would say. So there's a lot of smaller carts down here. It's up in the top half, I guess.
Okay.
So they're decent, but
So it's bigger than a lawnmower.
but they're no off-roader, that's for sure.
It's no off-roader.
Okay.
No Ramby runner, if you count that as a big one. No crawly cart. Yeah. It's up there. It's in the top half. It's not bad. Size-wise.
This is probably the next level of my game I need to start paying more attention to, like overall cart size. Like once you start, I think that's maybe like a point to take out of this is once you feel better about your coverage, it's moving to the size of the cart versus just moving just to the coverage. And I mean, tell me if anyone feels a little bit differently. And this is something I'm trying to understand a little bit more myself, is that it just feels like that's the next point of it, is that once coverage is good, you should look at getting as big as you can with these carts. And I guess the next question I would kind of pose or put to myself is, like, how do you pick which one is the right size of which you want to start leveling up even more to add the most coverage? Because that feels like a hard question to answer. Like, if I just pick one, do I say, is it adding the most number of tracks, or is it just adding like a couple?
Yeah.
I noticed today I was doing some races, and cart size I think is a lot more important than people have really realized for a long time, because I played as Gold Dry Bones today.
Yeah.
And it really upscales your driver. Like with your, like when you play with Gold Dry Bones and that little gold egg, he is just like a little ant, like on the course. And like it's so hard to pick up stuff, but I'm trying to find it right now. I played with him today with the Silver King, and it was like, you're very like it significantly increases his size on the course. And so I think it definitely helps with stuff like that, where you have a smaller driver and the car really gives you an edge, especially with characters like Gold Dry Bones, Koopa Free Running, like some of these smaller coin boxers. It definitely makes a difference.
You know what throws me off about this, like all the hitbox stuff, is I think I'm too like realistic. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, there's no way the Tanuki cart in real life is smaller than like a snowmobile. Like, does anybody else just look at this and they're like, okay, I need like real life comparisons for each one of these?
So then the jet cruiser should be like the largest thing. That's a stinking boat.
Nothing about this makes sense. Like that little 4-wheeler pipe buggy, every time I see that so high, I'm like, there's no way in real life that's real.
Like that surfboard, ginormous surfboard.
Yeah, or even like the bruisers. Like the bruisers are smaller than the penguin carts.
Yeah, I would have never guessed that before.
Yeah.
Before looking at this. Like the bruisers to me have always been, like in my mind, I've always thought of them as bigger carts. But now that I look at this, I'm like, that's not true.
Yep. Blew my mind. What's the smallest cart?
Is it one of the pumpkins?
Cheermellows.
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 And the
Cheermellows.
ones.
Oh, the gold egg is down there. I like the gold egg too. That's sad.
Those eggs.
Old egg has great coverage.
The eggs are great. I use them a lot on multiplayer, probably because they have great coverage, so they pop up a lot. But cool. Well, on that note, okay. So, what did you pull? We saw kind of like what you pulled.
So,
but
yeah, I pulled the week 1 pipe already. So this is actually what I ended up with. That's my final score.
last one.
Nice.
Nice.
Look at that.
that's amazing.
1.43.
Got first in ranked
Ooh, nice.
Wow.
by a lot.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Hence
Good
your
scores.
your lobby this week.
Yeah. Do we believe that still? I don't know.
I mean, I'll share a little bit later about my
Okay.
thing. But
Oh, yeah. I'll be happy to share mine. And I did not have a quality ranked last week. I did not get first.
yeah.
So, did you have a?
Wait.
Did you do a
Is
freebie
this pool
first?
one?
I did not. So
This was your first.
Right in.
The common glider was the first thing out of the pipe.
yeah,
Okay.
So no pipe priming was done
nope.
because it's just
It's just a theory.
it's all hogwash. But it's funny when we see some of
It's
these.
funny when you do see it when the theory does work.
Uh-huh.
In my case, it did work.
Oh.
Unfortunately. So
Bummer.
yeah, I had green pipe first, and not really much of anything. The Larry didn't really work,
Yeah. Larry.
and then my next 10 pipe, I got the new high end cart from the next week.
That's amazing.
Oh
I
my
love
gosh.
when that happens.
That's cool.
That's
That is a
crazy.
cool feeling.
I don't know. I don't remember the last time I got that. If I ever got a different week.
And it's the
spotlight
only
before.
high end that was in that pipe.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I've ever
What are the odds of that happening? What what is the
Yeah.
odds?
so low? I mean,
Like
so
0.1 something.
Yeah. It's crazy.
And it's a cart too, and there's a lot more carts
Yeah.
than everything else. I kept pulling. Got the rose parasol.
Nice. So 2 out of 30.
That is a new glider for me, and that doesn't really help me out.
It is a 0.025% chance to get that, to pull that.
Yeah.
Man.
Another green pipe.
Oh my gosh.
2 out of 40 now.
Parts there.
Okay.
Ooh,
We're
that's
filling
a
your
big
pink
super.
ones.
How many were you in so far?
So this is-
So
This
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep. And you have 2 so far.
And on the 5th one, I got a double Peach Wintertime level 3 now, and the new cart. That was
Okay.
actually not a bad one, but
Double
could
star though,
be
you know that
different.
star spins
Yeah,
and you're
my
like,
very first pull.
Great.
Level 3 and 500 base points.
I think so. That sounds right. Unless she was
Unless you've been
in a
forced to.
TCP race, I don't remember, and she would have been like 524 now. I'm not sure.
I am determined to get my cat Peach up to 800 base points by only playing her today's challenge
on
pipes.
today's
I'm
challenge.
never going to drive her at any other point.
So how long do you
I
think
get
it'll
that.
take to do that?
I get Cat Peach all the time now. It used to be Peachette, now it's Cat Peach all the time. Today's
yeah.
challenge pipes, all clear pipes. She is at 5.5, I think, right now, and I've put like 2 tickets into her. I think I took her to 3 when I first got her for a ranked, and so I've gotten her 3 or 4 times since then
Yeah.
in random pipes.
I'm confident Peachette's going to be my first level 8.
Really?
Thank goodness I stopped getting her. I mean, but
She's already 7 for me, so
Just from pulling her.
yeah, just from bowling.
That's
man.
funny.
So this was pull 5.
Yep. The 4 out of 5 so far.
And
Man,
then pull 6.
Yeah. It was this
Greenie.
one.
Another single super.
Yeah. That's rough.
Painful.
So this pull also was a single super, and then that, and then another single super.
Yep.
Man.
Getting those normals.
Seven.
No, that double super.
8?
No, this was 7.
This is 7?
That was 7, and then finally 8.
Okay.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
there she is. She's awesome.
Did you
though.
keep going, or did you leave the last thing in there?
I left the last glider, yeah. The regular high-end glider. So this is what the cart kind of looks like with Peach Vacation next week.
Okay.
Someone wanted a picture of it.
Yeah.
And this is Chuck with the dragonfly.
Oh, okay.
And this is what it looks like when you're kind of drifting.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of the dozers for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then I took a picture of the Golden Me suit getting a random Amsterdam RT track.
And nobody can use it on.
Can we talk about that? Like,
Yeah, that was a really big troll from Nintendo. I don't know why they did that. It makes no
what-
sense.
wait. Like, what are they thinking?
It makes you wonder if it's just like automated or something, like, and they're just randomizing. It's like,
I don't know.
it makes no sense.
You
It
mean
really
they don't
makes
have
no-
strat chats every week where they sit around the table like the boardroom? And I imagine them having chats like this. Okay, guys, what can we do to make everybody happy? What can we do to make
It's like-
everybody sad?
Yeah, come on, intern 4, give me a break.
I honestly imagine like a room full of like PhD game theory people that are just like the world's smartest people at this. But then they pull that and it's like, what?
They have a frenzy fangirl in the room.
You
It's like,
know-
guys, can we play a joke on this?
I have
Everyone's gonna love this.
I have an interesting tidbit of information of what you just said. I have a friend who works for John Deere Tractor. And so you got these guys that are the smartest guys. I mean, some of the smartest guys in the world designing how these giant combines work from a scientific and like engineering standpoint. But then John Deere always sends them to the field with the designs, like to the actual farmers.
Yeah.
And every time the farmers sit down, they're like, what are you doing? Like, why would you put this thing here? And they're like, oh, this reason. And the farmers are always like, that's stupid. You need to change it right now. And so it's just funny how that works. I think that you can think through like high engineering thing, but unless you actually get into the field and like do some on the ground type research, I'm like, you probably miss things like this.
Yeah.
So point being, Nintendo, if you need some people to be your farmers,
We got a panel for you.
yeah, you can hire us.
Super ready. Very ready.
We would love to show you what's up, like in the real world, what's going on.
Buy us lunch and give us rubies. That's all we need.
We'll work for rubies.
Yeah, probably would.
Probably.
So
I mean, if I'm being honest, if they were like, hey, we'll give you like 90 rubies to sit down and tell us some stuff, I'd be like, when and where, my friend?
tell me,
when
can I
where?
record it and put it on YouTube?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Cool.
All right,
just
your
looking a
rank
little
here,
tough.
Pepper.
Yeah, I don't want to take too much more time, but if I were to upgrade stuff, I would probably upgrade the new Rosalina and the new cart because it is a big cart and it doesn't really work to my inventory just yet. But I feel like it's going to get some buffs because it's a city tour, and these city tour carts sometimes get more buffs than you think they would get in the long run. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'll probably upgrade these two, and there'll be a double feature on both these.
Yeah.
rank
Got a
one.
great Ice World loadout. I mean, you're gonna be able to get 40k. I probably there with a
Yeah, I think
with a double
40k is the
coin.
max I can get, so probably 38.5, 39 is
Okay.
what I'm probably aiming for. That
nice.
Cool.
let me do one pipe pull, like to make it.
Are you gonna reset?
No. Just
Uh-oh.
this little thing
Oh,
right
okay.
here.
Oh,
I have just enough for one.
Frenzy fans, guys, eyes. He was like, the excitement.
Okay, and on a bad note, that's fine.
I mean, those are okay when they're 60 coins. It's when they're 500 that you pull it and you're like,
Yeah.
your heart just like drops when you get those red tickets,
Yep.
especially with the crashing opponents. My goodness.
All right.
I'll take the
Next
red
person
tickets
is
over
ready
the
to go.
gold tickets, though.
Yeah.
That's just me. Cool.
I would agree.
All right. So Torchy Torch.
Show
Yeah,
us your hand.
I'm up. Yeah, it's so hard because it's just they keep throwing these premium drivers at us, premium skill drivers, and they know what they're doing. It's tough because I want to be able to pull on all these, and I will admit I've had some very good luck in with pipe pulls, so that's something I don't feel like I need to be too worried about.
Yeah.
Let's make sure just to put everybody away. But I think for this time specifically, she looks so cool.
Doesn't she look cool?
Yeah.
It is one of the better renderings that I've seen them do. Like I thought that way, like with like Mario Satellaview and some of the other drivers that they've come out with, but she does look like really solid.
Yeah.
I'll quickly look at. I can do a couple of things. So I've already grinded 712 tokens. So we can definitely do some token shop pulls while we're here today.
Okay.
Nice.
If anyone wants a couple of courses that I think are just really solid for it, I think Choco Island 1R is good. I have Yellow Pit Crew Toad there, and just Giant Banana, of course, just wrecks that. Another spot I was pulling some pretty good hits with was Choco Mountain. I have the DK Me suit, and it broke my heart when Frenzy Fanboy was giving that suit a hard time this morning because he's 100% right. Like there's a coin box on all of it, but Giant Banana is just so much fun.
It is so much fun.
So much fun.
It's
Like a guilty pleasure. Like there are few things I enjoy more than on the first lap of a track just getting a Giant Banana Frenzy.
Yeah.
Yep.
And just especially if you have those tokens just like by the
I mean, first box Giant Banana Frenzies might be one of the funnest things in the game. Like
I had like a 75 token run. So, and granted that doesn't happen very often, but you get those type of hits, it's just going to add up and make it a little bit quicker. So that just if anyone is looking for a track to really dive into, that's one that personally I think will help. So for me, loadouts, I do have Baby Blurry Donkey. He's one that it was funny. Frenzy Fangirl was the one who was kind of like, oh, he's so much fun. And then I remember him coming, I think it was at, what was it? The anniversary tour when he was in a pack, and I got him one time there. And then when I was in Frenzy Fanboys ranked, that's actually when I took him to 6 and double capped him. And he has been a monster ever since in terms of coverage. So I do feel very lucky there. She isn't going to immediately come in and take over. I did get this cart because I did look, and the coverage is especially with like the Yoshi Valley in there. I really like having that. I'm not going to take it to 8. I don't think that's in the cards for me, really, except for my one splurge cart that I took to 8. I took Yellow Off-Roader to 8.
Okay.
And I don't see myself taking another cart that high, maybe ever. And then Wonderful Wings was one that I had at 6,595. So I do have solid coverage there. Rosalina, Holidaisy, I do have it at 6. Silver King, I'm very confident in. Of course, the Starry Great Sale, I have it 7,595. So again, I'm not too worried there. And then Amsterdam, I do have a Lucky 7 driver at 4. So
Okay.
I do feel happy enough about that to.
Wait,
to
does
do
Peach
some
Happy make
damage.
you happy?
She doesn't
Boom,
because.
boom, boom. No?
because Boomalina is still we're workshopping that name. Rosalina BA.
Boomini? Or wait, what did you call it? What did you call her?
Whatever Frenzy Fanboy said this morning about Boom Weenie or something. Just
No, it was
Boomawina.
Boom.
Boomawina.
was way too early.
Yeah, I didn't do it.
was.
Right. It's Boomalina because it's Rosalina. So Boomalina.
Either way, it sounded very immature.
Yeah, it did.
I was at work. I was in the office when I was for that one, and I was like listening to it on the background, and I just started laughing like at work, and for sure, like 2 people looked over at me and were like, "What's wrong with this guy?" And I was laughing so hard, and I was like snorting because I was trying not to laugh loud. And oh my goodness, that made my morning. That was so good.
The pink wing is, I could buy it from the one from the shop. I have about 100,000 coins still, so I could.
Do you regret having that many coins and not picking up the other stuff from the shop, or no? Or like
no, I'm still buying from like the daily selects. Last tour I got 2.
Did you really?
So from that bottom line, I got 2 from there. So that was good enough for me. I'll just take the slow drip. And then I still have the 8-bit mushroom at $65.95. I actually took it up the same tour that Frenzy Fangirl did. I remember her just like, take them. It just cracks
every
me
now
up
and then
time
I just run with something.
Yeah, so that part of my of ranked is good. Like I feel somewhat confident in my loadouts. The problem is the actual ranked itself.
Oi.
I thought mine was
Roygo.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Who's Roy?
right.
He's a top 10 player, I think.
Oh
Yeah, he is.
And badge.
Yeah, top 10 badge.
You're awesome.
So that was brutal to see. I have multiple top 1,000 people in here. So it's not just me. I never put out my top 1,000 badges, but yeah. I'm guessing from the dolphin symbol means that he does buy packs. I'm guessing that's something that'll be in there. So yeah, it's not looking like an easy rank for me. Like I will probably be playing for 3rd. I've only missed 1 week of actually ranking up, so I'm not too far behind everyone else as far as getting to the gold Misu, but it's just one of those things. You want to try to be there as much as you can.
How was your rank last week? Did you get 1st?
I got 2nd.
Okay.
And it was close. Like with my loadouts, I could have put up a better score, and I was trying to. It's just on Bowser's Castle, like the coin boxers were there, and I was not getting singles, I was not getting frenzies. Like no matter what I would do, I would not get it. I had a level 4 Luigi Vacation that was doing some damage, and I got about like 33,000 on that Yoshi's, the one Yoshi Valley track. And then the other retro track that I can't remember what it was. It was another T track with Yoshi Kangaroo. He was 61190, and I ended up getting like 40K on that one. But I was just like, I was 1,500 back, and I had 40,000 on Bowser's Castle. I knew I could get to like 43, 44 or something like that, but I just couldn't.
Was it falling your way?
Yeah, I had literally blown like 40 item tickets in there. I was resetting, trying to get for lobbies without coin boxers. I remember I spent like an hour and a half in a lobby with no badges, no other coin boxers, and I was in 1st place. I just couldn't get anything to fall. Like nothing. I was burning through tickets. Like I was waiting until the 2nd lap. I was doing it like right at the start of the 1st lap, trying to get a little bit extra luck. I was doing it at different points, anything. It just wasn't falling my way. And kind of like you were talking with the mental health this morning, I think that's one thing I was like, you know what, 2nd place is okay. I don't need the suit, the Birdo suit. That one's not going to make or break me. It's 20 rubies. That's okay. I'm still getting some cap tickets. Yeah. Just know when to move on. And that's it. The conversation you both were having this morning is tough because like at this point in the game, I'm like, I want to check those boxes. I want to be the guy that empties the token shop, that does all those other things. Like, I don't want to leave something we say for free behind. It's not really free because it still takes our time. But that's the other thing. If the game is giving you something, I don't want the game just to just to reset and to take it away, and that's a hard thing for me to work through.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the hardest part of my rank is definitely the opponents. Roygo, I have no doubt he's going to be over 120,000, probably close to 130 by the time it's all said and done. Super Mario, I have no idea. An 8, Baby Blue Donkey, 7. I mean, all of those loadouts blow mine away.
Yeah.
This one, an 8 Rosalina.
Oh my goodness.
That's good. I mean, an 8 cat. Yeah. It's going to be tough. So, and I know next week's going to be tough too because it's going to be driver tickets. So it's not like it's going to go away. People grind so much harder when it's those driver cap tickets that are on the line to be able to take a driver up. So I think as far as investments go, especially since it's a city tour, I'm going to casually play. I am going to work to clear out the token shop. I am going to work towards my top 1,000 badge like I have been. But other than that, I'm not going to push too hard.
Okay.
And again, the reason I am going to pull here is the skill. Yeah. It's one of those skills that Nintendo doesn't seem to pull back on. It's one that we've seen time and time again that those boomerang drivers just get those intricate little buffs that work out in some way, whether it's Kangaroo or Luigi Vacation. They seem to just get them at the right time, and they're important in different ways. And honestly, the scoring potential is so much higher, even than a coin box driver, if you get that right run.
I have a theory on this. If Nintendo's main objective is to keep people on the platform as long as possible, the boomerang is one of the skills where the potential for it is incredible, but the time commitment that to put into it is a huge commitment. So I think Mario strategically is let's release boomerang drivers, but then also put them in positions of ranked and ACR of high influence, because it'll keep people on the platform longer.
There are 3 big things that keep people in this game for longer than they need to be. Friend list, going through and giving everybody coins.
Yep.
Now the token pipe.
Yep.
And boomboxing.
Yep.
They have mastered the ability of keeping people on this game for extended periods of time. Yeah. Yep. It's just they're looking. I don't know if it's something that helps their stats, or they realize the longer you're in a game, the more likely you are to buy something.
Totally.
Maybe that's a piece of it. So yeah, it's definitely a lot of different stuff. So this tour, I think, this first rank cup for me will probably be a little bit lighter. I'm going to see what I can do, but I'm not crazy optimistic about my outlook, especially for first or second place. Maybe third, and I think I would be very happy if I could find a way to at least hold tier this week.
What is your ticket stash like?
Oh, it's non-existent. Yeah. Okay. it's not pretty. I have all of the boost tickets for Glider that you could ever want, but I only have a couple of tickets here, so nothing too crazy. I was thinking about maybe, depending on how close I get, about maybe taking another normal driver to 8 and just keep slowly grinding through those. But I don't have a specific plan for the normal or super tickets at this point. I have a good amount of both, and I think by the end of this tour I could definitely take another super driver to 8, because all of mine were at 7.
Okay.
So we'll see. I don't have a specific plan at this point, but again, just adding Rosalina to the roster at this point in inventory. Oh, that is the one other thing I wanted to make sure to point out. So my tier shop, I kind of mentioned the last time I was on that I wasn't buying all of the tier shop tickets, and Nintendo was nice enough to give me this treat.
Oh my goodness.
Dang. Wow.
You need to do it.
So
82,000 coins though.
Right. Yeah. It would take me from 99 down to 17,000.
but that's but this is the currency you're lacking.
Right. Yeah.
How
So
many
this is crazy.
How many coin rush tickets do you have?
Oh. I did one today just because I had to. I have 14.
Okay.
That's another cart
Yeah,
ticket,
10,000.
basically. Cart
Yeah.
ticket.
12,000?
So that's a thought. It is, especially since I don't have. I only have 2 there. Yeah. There's
I mean,
options I could go with.
I mean, I would probably definitely buy the drivers, most likely. I mean, and then I tend to wait it out, try to wait it out and see if something pops up in my shop. And I typically, depending on my coin count at the end of the tour, I will buy reasonable things if I'm like feeling like it's a safe bet. But my DS has been garbage. So, I mean, for a long time now. So,
Yeah, I have, and I guess that's the other part. Other than item tickets, I don't really buy anything from my daily selects anymore. I just don't want to make the huge investment of taking a bunch of stuff to eat. It's just hard for me to mentally wrap my head around that. Because I know it's going to take so long. I know I'm going to do some pipe pulls like we are tonight, and I don't want it to just be lost value.
Yeah.
All right. So
I'm surprised. Do you not like the point boost tickets? Like, do you not buy those when they pop in? That's one things like guaranteed I'll always buy.
yeah, I
You always
usually
buy
do
those.
when they're drivers. But for me, I have 85 of these. I have 150 plus of the other. So I do buy the driver ones just because it is a quick way to level them up. I think I only have like 40 of the others.
Yeah.
So I'm not buying that one.
Okay.
I think that's just another way. If I buy this one or a glider one, I think that's just another way my account will leak just a little bit of extra value when I'd rather not at this
Okay.
point. Especially since I'm doing like a lot of auto mode stuff, getting through some of the tracks right now. I'm usually going for driver, cart, and glider points when I'm
Okay.
doing it. I'm trying to level those things up when I'm doing the auto mode.
That's cool.
So, yeah, just a little bit of a different way to do it. Who's ready for some pipe holes?
Let's do it. Yes,
Let's
please.
go.
Gold pipe, gold pipe.
Do
Oh, I don't
pipe.
have my hat on.
So everyone knows my strategy. Thank you, Gamer Amy, for giving it to me.
Gotta prime the pipe.
So this is kind of what I'm thinking. I'm giving myself down to 450 and trying to get a super because I want to make sure I'm still guaranteeing myself the driver that I want. So I just want to make sure that I'm not losing that way.
So for
Right.
people who are new to the channel, what is the Gamer Amy strategy? Define
Gamer
that
Amy
because we've
is
talked about it quite a bit, but
You want a super to be the first thing out of the pipe. And as long as it's a super, that is, in the words of my daughter, it's go time.
I love that. And this is our only disclaimer that I always put on the channel. Like we
Hasn't been proven.
hypothetically,
We have-
maybe
Yeah.
it's not proven. We have data
Yeah,
points
it's-
going both ways, but
Yes, we do. We have them saying, yeah, that's a great idea. But we have them saying, that's a terrible, stupid idea.
and we have them saying
There's
that.
that normal glider.
So we definitely want to reset if Pepper Rabbit is
I got a normal glider. It was
Common
terrible.
glider.
Oh,
super.
so has anyone else done this? I know you have, Frenzy Fanboy. All right,
There you
it's
go.
time.
There
Let's
it
go.
is.
It's go time.
A super
Yeah.
Go
driver.
time.
We've had a
Has
few
anyone
people-
else done this? Like, am I the only one that's crazy enough to keep doing this?
No.
Remember, I just don't ever have enough rubies to where I feel comfortable priming the pipe. Like I'm always like, I just need to get into this thing.
Yeah.
So
I want duplicates, so I don't care.
There
There you go.
I'm telling you, the theory's
works.
strong.
6%.
Wait, I thought you said
Hashtag maybe.
no way.
No way. Come on.
No freaking way.
It works.
Yes. That is the best.
Nice, congrats.
feeling. That is the best feeling in the world. Oh my goodness.
We're all speechless. We all have.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
All you viewers out there knows how this feels. It is just glorious.
Torchie Torch got bright red. He's like, yes!
She is so cool looking. Like her cool little watering can and her flowers. It's just awesome.
Yeah.
Complete disclaimer. We have no way of knowing if this is a real thing, if this is just how I do it. I have happened to get lucky a couple of times doing it. That is it.
That is it. I've had great luck doing it and horrible luck doing it. You've had good luck doing it. Yeah. It's a great strategy. Could there be another?
Are you gonna get the card out of this too?
Oh, that'd be amazing.
I mean, that would be amazing.
That tone of voice you just had.
And then I probably
You're gonna get the card
pull
too,
because there'd be no way that I would get a first driver
Out of disgust.
Tell us how you really feel.
If you get it, I'm just leaving this episode right now.
I'm just like,
You're gonna have to close
I
this
can't.
out.
It's just too much luck there. Too much.
Or actually, we should get everyone to pull because it's golden hour, right?
Oh, I mean,
Prime the pipe and then pull.
I already pulled. I'm okay.
and I can't believe that. That's awesome.
Everything else is wrong.
So awesome.
I was gonna say you can't leave because you can't leave me unsupervised.
Everything else was commons except for the spotlight driver.
Yeah.
So are you gonna go for the cart or are you done?
Oh.
Or are you gonna reset?
I mean, it's not like this is a technical like pipe pulling party like episode where it'd be like legitimately the shortest episode ever.
Yeah.
If we were just concentrating on pipe pulls, like it's kind of a conglomeration of just whatever we want to do. We could. You don't even have to do it now. We can have Firestorm chat a little bit, and if you're feeling it, or if you think
let's
that
keep
right
chatting.
now
But here's what I'm gonna do. We're going to reset ourselves.
Yeah, buddy.
I agree
And
with this move.
I do
Especially
agree with this
6%
move as
pipe.
well.
We're gonna reprime. We're gonna get ourselves feeling cozy again.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
We're gonna
If we
settle in.
can see this 2 times in a row tonight.
We're gonna warm up in our snuggies.
Super. All right, guys. Everybody in the chat.
There's that glitter again.
Everybody in the chat. That's right. Yeah. I mean,
Everybody
That's
comment
right.
super hype.
What?
It's because everybody commented super hype, and Mario's like, "Screw it, gold."
Here comes a star.
Okay.
okay.
But now's the question.
Would you continue?
Reset.
So
I don't know.
you've gotten 2 hands and a 6% pipe. In how many rubies right now? I'm not even keeping track. What are we
11,
at?
12,
16?
13. So this is 13 pulls,
45.
right?
60.
Are we doing math?
60.
60.
We're doing math. 60 rubies.
Is this math?
On a 60 rubies, less than it costs to buy that little Nabbit me suit. You just got 2 high ends and the driver.
I'm so sorry, Pepper.
Oh, it's okay. I want a duplicate, so it's all good.
So you
Clearing
have
out
a
that, clearing out the shop.
15.4% yield on a 6% pipe.
Spanking it.
What a beast.
So what are you gonna do? Let's.
Reset.
Going in one more time.
I mean, oh man.
Okay.
I'm having
appreciate you all
flashbacks
so
of the
much.
space tour.
Oh, am I peer pressuring?
No.
No, when Fanboy's pulling all those pulling all
I'm
those
good
things.
at.
Okay, there
So
you go.
I'm good if, just to be clear,
Goodness.
I'm good if I go down to like 350 or like 300, somewhere around there.
Okay.
That's kind of where I'm like, okay, we'll definitely take a pause at that point.
Cool.
But it's go time.
Go time. The
It's
pipe
go.
has
Go.
been primed.
Go time.
Gold pipe, gold pipe, gold pipe.
Okay.
Okay.
Keeps us humble. Keeps it real.
I'm not
You don't
convinced.
believe.
I am not convinced.
Do you think it's a fake?
I mean, that's super.
DK is a great one.
I took
DK 's
DK
a
to
good
8
pull.
last tour. I took DK to 8.
Does he have any extra tracks at 8?
I think he did. Why did I take him to 8? I took him to 8 for a reason.
Waluigi pinball.
Oh, that was
R.
2
Yeah,
tours
okay.
ago, actually. Then,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
2 tours ago,
Samurai
I
Tour.
took him and used him as the main.
It's fresh in our mind.
We did the MVIs, and it surprised me how many people used DK as their top driver.
Over Hakama.
I think I did it too, just because I think I was doing it so much because of the token pipe. So I was just using him all the time, anyways, to
Oh.
get those tokens. And so
That makes sense.
I was like, I might as well just take him to 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Keeps you humble.
Legit
Keeps you
green.
legit green. All right.
What do we think?
I mean, these pipes are hard to get high ends out of. They're just hard.
They are.
Getting those 2 so early was crazy. I mean, I got gold. I got gold. Yoshi. I always forget what you call them.
Gegshi.
Gegshi.
It's just a sound. It's not.
I got
a word.
him. I got him on my first temple as well, and then I got greedy, and I reset because I was like, you know what? I'm not getting tickets. I'm going for a dupe because I got him on the first 10, and then I had to go like another 4 in to get him again, which isn't too bad.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
not bad.
So,
Some of us
I got
have to
him
go 80
twice.
in to get them once.
yeah, for sure. I was just bummed I didn't get the glider. I didn't get that eggshell glider. So
Yeah.
that
I
was
didn't
kind of a
get it
bummer.
Oh yeah, I didn't share my pipe pulls for that one. I had 3 high ends in the last 10 pull for the Gegshi. So left. So not having the
That's
best
rough.
pipe luck right
Ugh,
now.
That one is rough. All right. This should be the last one.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
That has to be
Come
a
on.
gold.
Hit that gold. Hit that gold.
Oh.
I think this one's a fake.
Banging it back. Banging it back. Yeah, let's go with that
Yeah,
fake.
it is.
Do you guys
Super
remember our
banging back.
disclaimer at the first, like where we're talking
Yeah.
about data points?
This is the negative one. Oh, cucumber cart. That's a good one to have leveled up. I have a few courses that I use that one for.
Okay.
Wow. Going deep for anything now.
For some reason, I'm thinking the dragonfly is going to come up.
I mean, do
You
you
feeling
guys keep getting? I keep getting these normals in my pools. Obviously, you're getting a lot of normals, and every time I get them, it's depressing. I'm like 6 out of 40. And it's just like this is gonna take ages, like so long.
So long.
And they're
It's
not
so-
even giving us a lot of normal tickets. Like it's not like we're getting a lot of normal tickets.
Mm-mm.
So it's brutal.
Oh,
Oh man. Well,
Yep, that was
got her
rough.
though.
so go to your details.
Everything.
Go to your details.
Everything is in there.
Yep.
Everything is still in there.
Yep.
Everything.
Oh,
That hurts.
Everything.
Wait, okay.
Wow.
I mean,
Are you doing math again?
yeah, I was doing some math right now. I was doing the math in my head because I was thinking, but he's still gotten the 2 high ends
Yeah, 2
In-
high ends out of
in 5 pipe pulls and then the singles that he's done.
30,
So
31,
45?
so 40, 44, 45, yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
You're at a 4.44% yield. So the pipe
Do you
is
really want? Do you
Took-
want that flower cart, torch, or is it kind of just like, meh?
I would, but honestly, I'm definitely not spending as much as I was, and I'm fine with that. It's not that that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
I am trying to pull back my spending.
Sure.
So I feel like the conservative, just pull it back approach should be to just say, you know what, I did good enough. Like
Yeah.
those first pulls were epic. Like that was really cool.
Good.
So just kind of knowing when you're good. So
And what
I'm-
did you pulled the magic parasol and
Rose Parasol and
yeah.
Rosalina, I'm terrible looking. Volendam.
One, yeah. You gonna do some token shop pipes or no?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, that's the wrong pipe.
Oh,
That's the wrong pipe.
No!
It's still green.
Yes!
I did it one more time.
This is it.
Hey,
This is
Faker.
it. There's gonna be
Hey.
another golden here.
Okay. Fakes have.
Double.
I'm so happy you did this. Guys, I was trying so hard to be mature, not peer pressure anyone. I was biting my tongue so hard.
Come on,
I'm sorry.
give me a flower cart, Mario.
There we go.
This is just me.
My
I
heart
do
feels
have
so
a
much better
logical
for you.
side, but on the other side, I just do want to have fun.
I love it though. I'm gonna really hold back on my spending.
Donations are accepted.
Oh,
You can find me on the Frenzy Fan Discord. I'm happy to do polls. Yeah, I had to. I'm happy I did now.
I'm very happy you did. 2 high
Okay.
ends.
Okay.
And then if I want to take
Redeeming.
Rose Parasol to 6, it's only one ticket.
That's
All right.
great.
So Firestorm, I think we need to just hear how you feel about this pipe now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so I will share. So I have weird things about pulling pipes, and this morning I just felt like I should pull, but I didn't because you guys messaged about possibly doing pulls, and I was like, I'll save it. I don't want to go deep into this pipe. But I did send my loadouts, and when I share my screen in a second, I can talk about it. But my loadouts are rough. But I also said that my ranked is not looking terribly rough right now. So I can give a little background too. You guys were talking about ranked earlier. I invested quite a bit in week 1 of Yoshi to get first, and went pretty hard and made some big upgrades. And so I also, like I just said, I went and got Yoshi Gold Egg twice so that I could get him up to 5 to win, because I needed to get him to 5 to win ranked. And I grinded super hard, and I won first week. I got into second week at tier 72. Ooh, nice.
That was a fake.
Fake.
It's a fake.
Nice.
There we go. Like same as you towards this tour, I opened it up and there's a guy sitting at like 128. It was like, and I was like, oh, I can't even compete.
Yeah.
And then as the week went on, my ranked was stacked. Like, I mean, I was grinding it out for 6th place, like grinding hard for 6th place. Then I got an insane boombox run with Luigi, 221 actions on Yoshi, and it almost got me into 5th. So then I spent hours trying. I was like 550 points away from 5th so that I could not tear down last tour, and I couldn't get it. I had maxed out all my action counts, and I was like trying to I only need 500 points. And I ground so hard to get those 500, and I only ended up getting like 250 extra, and I teared down. So I was really bummed. And so I kind of went into this tour a little bit down. I was like feeling a little down. I was like, man, I just ground so hard to get 6th and tear down. And like, even if I would have fully invested all of my tickets that I had at the time, I think I could have maybe gotten 3rd. Like, that's how high all the scoring was.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's not worth it to drain all my tickets for 3rd place. So I didn't do it. And so that led me into this tour where I opened up and I have no top shelf driver on multiple, or wait, I'm trying to think. I'll share my screen soon, but I have some lacking things. So I wanted to talk to you guys and be like, what should I do? Here, yeah, let me log in really quick so everyone can see. But yeah, so I mean, here we are. I mean, my ranked. I'll just jump into rank really quick. So I tiered down from 72 to 71. Just sad about, but it's not too crazy. I mean, it's not too crazy if you had normal loadouts. So we'll talk about that in a second. I'm down 9K right now. I haven't fully done the calculator yet, which I still need to plug everything in. But this is my loadout on Amsterdam Drift, and I mean,
Whoa.
so first of all,
Your player
I just want
level
to
is
say
211. That's crazy.
DK Jr. is ridiculous. Like, I passed on him when he came in that pack a long time ago, and I thought about it. I thought about it so hard and then didn't get it. And I'm just kicking myself now, like, that I did not get him. It's painful.
It was that anniversary tour. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean, I really am like, I should have done it. I should have grabbed him. So I've got no driver here, which part of me is like, should I told myself, me suits, get out of here. I'm not gonna do it. But it's like, it's such a better, obviously, odds to just buy the me suit for 70 rubies and have a top shelf.
Lucky 7.
Probably not put too many tickets into them. Honestly, probably would just take them to 2 for the up odds. So that's kind of my thing right now that I'm thinking through, but I really don't like the me suits.
Right.
I haven't bought any yet. I've only gotten the ones that you win in ranked.
Yeah.
And then I have prop cart. I mean, I like prop cart. I don't have a lot of cart tickets yet. But I wouldn't be opposed to taking prop to 4 just because I like the cart itself.
Okay.
Then this is actually what won me. This is what won me week 1 of Yoshi Tour is I took this cat parafoil because it was my only glider, and it was also a paid banner when it was first launched, and it's a green shell, and it has some good coverage now that it got Yoshi, and I think it got a couple other little things. Let's see. I just know it got Yoshi Valley, which was great. Don't mind the giant loud car outside that just started up. So I took it to 6, double capped, and it helped me win ranked. So I was fine with that. So yeah, that's my loadout there. And that is not all, my friends. My loadout on RT is so sad as well. Like level 1 Toad, and then the Birdo, and obviously she's on this, so she's a double feature, which that's probably the more attractive thing to me, is that she's a double feature, and if I had the small chance of getting her, I could take her to 4 and have a level 4 boomerang driver. But it is a city track. That is not, I don't know how often it's going to run. So I have Pinkwing at 2. I've thought about taking armored wagon, putting some tickets into warrior wagon, but haven't pulled the trigger on that yet. And then I got good old
the warrior
faithful
wagon the way people invest in that one reminds me a lot of how people were talking about with the Wario mustache. Like, it just seems to have some pretty cool coverage initially, and there's other things that people positively say about it.
Yeah, as ugly as this thing is, it has been an absolute beast for me, to be honest. I took it to 6 right away because I think Pepper, maybe we were talking about this when it came out. I don't remember how it immediately had like 5 unique tracks for me immediately.
Yep.
And so it was like, it kind of was a no-brainer for me to just take it to 6, and it really has, it's done very, very well for me.
It hasn't got as much buzz as other guys have, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah, like, it's just getting buffs that are like great, like things that are unique to my needs, and so it's been really good. Yeah. Cool. And then obviously I love the 8-bit mushroom. I took that to 6 a while ago, and it's been great. So yeah, that's my current thing. And then next week.
Well, actually, before you go there, quick question: what are you using for Ice World RT as far as driver?
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't have anything here really. I mean, I've been using Rosa just because she's. I mean, I don't really want to put stuff into Miss little Toady.
He's so
Toad.
cute.
He is very cute. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, and I've put tickets into. Honestly, him and oh man, well, who's the other one? Him and Black Yoshi on my account have been the non-Coinbox like all-stars.
Yeah.
Like they just keep getting tracks that have no that I don't have a Coinbox, or I have all the Coinbox now, but in the past he's been kind of like a non-Coinbox track or non-plus skill track warrior for me.
Yeah.
So I have
level 5 too, and I'm in the same boat with that.
So yeah, I mean, and I'm very, very spare. I'll go to my tickets in a second. So, but I have Silver King, and then I've really toyed with taking Starry up to 6 for a while now, but it does have some overlap with it just has a lot of overlap with Vampire Wings, which I have at a high level. And so that's what's caused me to kind of not jump on it yet. But I'll show you guys. Glider's situation for me is interesting because I've been holding out. I haven't had to do much. So I have 15 glider tickets, and that's still from the boost we got at level 8. And I just have never really used it because I just have I've had good luck with gliders lately. Not so much luck with carts and drivers, but yeah. So that's my current conundrum, and I'm really debating. I'm like, do I just do a YOLO and accept the loss, and not really care about it because it's a city tour kind of mindset of like, oh, if I get her, I do. If I don't, it's fine. Or do I succumb to the temptation that Nintendo's trying to force me to buy this Nabbit me suit?
Just as a side note, I know you don't have enough tickets, but just in case someone's watching this episode and is kind of in the same situation, the Nabbit me suit is a double feature in both Amsterdam Drift and then Ice World RT at level 6.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Then you got Bowser Santa that unlocks RT at level 8.
And then I think it's
Are you gonna take him to level 8?
I don't know.
I honestly thought about Bowser Santa at 8 when we got that influx of tickets, but then I held off on the temptation and I was like, no, I need to wait. And I'm glad I waited. But I mean, I'm not a dolphin. I'm not even a whale. I mean, it's kind of like, I can't do those things. I have to be a lot smarter than that because of my resources. Yeah. And this is also another thing. I don't know, make them true, may not. I know I've been talking to you guys. I just really feel like the Piranha Plant slide is coming soon. And I think they're going to drop, obviously, PD Piranha, I think, in that tour. And I really want PD Piranha. So I want to be ready when PD Piranha comes along. I will say I still have my birthday packs that I haven't spent. So I'm like a Frenzy Fangirl to where I got Gold Egg Yoshi so early that I didn't have to buy any packs to do anything. And so that was kind of a nice little bonus. So I have my birthday packs. So I can spend either 2 temples or buy the Nabbit me suit, but I really feel like if I buy the me suit, I'm like selling my soul. It's like just
I think so. It is guaranteed to get the me suit, but then you would only use it on the one track.
Yeah,
getting Boomalina, you would be able to take her to 4, and that would be a double feature, which would help you out a lot.
Can I rephrase the question for you?
Yeah.
How many rubies is it worth it to you to have a top shelf driver on Amsterdam Drift?
I mean, and that that is a great question, and I've asked myself, and I've basically said like 90 rubies. Like I'm not going to do more than 2. I kind of told myself, 2 yellow tenors if I go that route, if I don't get it, cut my losses, and I go into the week grinding out. Because I mean, I had some decent runs actually, even with just Gold Egg Yoshi. I mean, I've ground out coin box runs on second shelf, and it's not super fun, but you can actually get decent action counts with it if you get the right run. And it's a pretty decent combo track too. So I think if you learn the right lines, you can do, especially with my level 6 glider, it's fairly easy to navigate and get a full nonstop combo run. And so I think right now, even I could probably get another, 2,000 or 3,000 out of it with a good run. So yeah, that is where I'm at.
Yeah.
But I do think what Tim was saying earlier, I think that Nintendo is shifting. I really think they're shifting right now. I think they're just going to start loading us up with plus skill drivers almost every tour. I don't really see them doing filler tours anymore. I think that they're just going to ramp up and send so many things that people have to either be like, well, I guess I'm going to become a whale, or they have to start just being like, I'm just not going to pull for this thing. So yeah, I think
here's my predicament, and this is probably going to be like unpopular opinion. You might not want to hear it, but I'm trying to just play devil's advocate, just to help, if the devil can help. I don't know what's going on with these boomerang drivers as of late. I feel like it's true that Nintendo's shifting and that they're giving us these plus skills, but the skill is only half the story. So I am just really, really sad about Samurario.
Oh yeah, seriously.
Like, I don't think I'm going to be pulling for Boomalina, because she will have now been the third boomerang driver that I pull for that just doesn't ever get used, except for like that week in ranked. The only reason that Boomluigi I have at level 4 is because 10 minutes before the end of ranked, I got shoved down from 2nd to 4th and was like, oh my gosh, I gotta put some tickets on him and try like 3 runs to try and not level down. And I wasn't able to do it.
Oh.
But he's had overlap with Penguinette that I have at level 6 and single uncapped. So like, I'm not using these drivers because I'm not. It's. I mean, I've mentioned it before, like the whole contingency pulling, right? Like you want to pull for the characters so that just in case in the future you have them to be able to level them up. But I just have the hard time ever finding like the right occasion where I'm like, yes, he's level 1 right now, and I'm totally willing to get him to level 6. When it's not like the debut tour and it's not a coin boxer. Like I can't do it. And especially with, like, I don't believe Samurario, like how come Samurai Mario didn't get any of these hard to roster? I mean,
no Yoshi
like,
Valley, no.
Just throw us a bone. Like, what? He keeps on getting, he got Choco Mountain buffs, which have like King Babam Gold, which came in the special pipe like what 2 tours ago, that a lot of people took to 8 and have been using a lot. Like it's absolute garbage. Like it's garbage. And it pains me because it's true. Like these are good like plus skill drivers where you're supposed to be able to get a lot of. So along the same thread, like I feel bad. Okay, I feel good and bad because Sammy yesterday, he went on his grind thing and he had a poll. He's like, do I follow my heart and put a bunch of tickets on Hakama to take him to level 8 and get the points out of the Donut Plains, or do I go with my mind and put it on Boomluigi? And I get on in the comments, I'm like, dude, he's in the special, Boomluigi's in the special pipe next tour. Like, odds that he's going to be in ranked or at least use an ACR are pretty good. Like, I would invest a little bit in him now, and then if you pull in the special pipe, like, it'll just help you along. He's not even used like once in all 36 tracks. Why is he in this special pipe?
He's in Yoshi Valley T.
Yeah, he's in Yoshi Valley T here on this tour, but I mean,
That's it.
I think that I would say, obviously, I would have been shocked about Boomweegee, except that Rosalina is a boomerang driver. And so I think that that's why he didn't get the buff. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, but yeah, I mean, even Boomweegee has been a slow road. Like, I mean, he's just been a slow road. He did not get the initial buffs. And I mean, same with, I mean, I got really lucky with Samurai Mario, if they saw earlier the other videos. But I mean, I pulled him in mostly because I'm like, this guy's awesome looking.
Right.
And maybe he'll be used. But I do agree, like, I could see it happening, like, where it's like 6 to 8 weeks down the road, he gets tossed one unique track where it's on a hard, a hard to, just where like there's not a lot of drivers, like a 5-driver lineup. We've seen those a couple times, these 5-driver lineups where it's like a very limited amount of drivers are offered. And then that being like really his biggest gain is kind of this little unique track. So it's, I think I asked this over in StubFit's server, we were talking about it, of just like with this new influx of plus skill drivers and all of this overlap, like how do we change our strategy to start figuring out where do we pull and where do we not? So I think it's shifting for sure.
So after having said all that, gone through all of the pluses and minuses and pros and cons, what are you feeling? I guess it comes down to like, how important is this week's ranked to you? Because you're going to be spending rubies essentially to win some rubies, right? But even if you only pull once and you do get first place, you're still at a -1 pull deficit, right?
Yeah.
Rubies
yeah, I was
wise.
like, I mean, and that's why I was going to pull up, I mean, next week's really quick, just because I was thinking I do want the Firefly, which I think I could probably get this week, depending on if anything crazy happens in the next couple days. But next week, I think it's going to be a high-scoring week, and it makes me nervous because, like, I have not great, but I have good drivers, but it's like so many people have Vacation Peach at 7 or 8. We're up in the tier 70 where I'm at. No car, I mean, Prancer. That's like a lowly little Prancer. But then I have, obviously, the cat parafoil again. And then I got Pinja, and Prop Cart. So Prop Cart's a double feature for me, which is nice. And then Old Faithful, 8-bit Firefly. So I mean, my loadouts aren't terrible, but there's people that are going to have insane. They're just better. When you get up into the tier 70 spot, you're kind of at a point where it's like, okay, people are going to have Gold Egg at 7 or 8. People are going to have, who else is on here? I mean, I know a lot of people have Holodaisy pretty high too. I don't have it high.
As an unlock, I think.
Who gets it as an unlock?
Kangaroo Yoshi as an unlock at level 6,
okay.
I think.
Okay.
He'll be on the second shelf.
Is he? He's not on the second shelf either. Oh yeah, there he is.
The very
last
end,
one.
yeah. That's what I'm using next week.
Yeah,
Level 6.
level 6. So I mean, a ton of people are gonna have that. So I feel. So the reason I bring this up is because I feel like it's this week that I need to try. It's like, if I'm gonna try anything, it's this week. Next week, I'll probably get blown out with a bunch of high scores, and that's kind of been the path for me. Is I'll try really hard week 1, and I can sometimes sneak out a win, and then week 2, I just get crushed, like just massive scores. It has not been very. Week 2 hasn't been very kind to me. So with all that said, I think I'm gonna do what I normally do, which I've followed for a while and I enjoy it, and it's kind of a fun. I think I'm just gonna do, because I just don't want the Nabbit me suit. I don't want it. So I think I'm just gonna do a YOLO. And if it's a green pipe, it's a green pipe, and we'll see where it goes from there. But I think that's all I'm gonna do. Just do the YOLO and see what we can get. So you guys are good with that?
Let's do it.
I'm excited for it.
So I was feeling it this morning. I'm feeling it a little less now because of how good Torch's luck was. But I mean, let's do it. So, sometimes there was this old thing that Shiny used to do where he'd go in and he'd pick the driver. You guys remember this? Where he'd go and look. So sometimes I do that. I'm like, come on, driver.
It's like shaking them loose a little bit.
Yeah, let's like get you to float to the top a little bit.
Do you remember what your freebie was? Your first freebie?
They were commons. Go pipe.
There's a good yellow.
Yeah, go pipe. They were both commons. I think they were common carts, both of them. So
I'm holding my breath.
here we go.
Come on.
There we go.
Please.
Hey, a YOLO gold is always a win, so it doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter what it is. But I can't lie, I'm a little nervous right now.
I bet you your heartbeat is about double what it normally is.
It is.
Like
It's pumping. It's pumping.
Torch.
It is pumping.
Come on.
Oh, the infamous yellow Turbo Birdo.
Can we all just take a deep breath together?
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, everybody close your eyes and envision the star.
It's coming.
Feels good. That feels good.
It's towards the bottom. It's towards the bottom of this thing.
Come
I just say I
on.
might
It's
be
got to
a
be the
little
last
bit-
one. It's got to be the last one.
This is so fun.
It's the last one.
Star.
Is it the last one? Was that 9?
Apparently not.
I haven't been counting.
I
haven't been counting either. I think that was 9. But, nah, new card.
Oh,
So good, so good, so
nice.
good.
Okay.
If it wasn't her, that's the best.
That's great. Screenshot that. I'll take it. I mean, that's fun. I love it. I have pretty good luck with carts too. Same thing happened with Space Tour and Lunar Cruiser. So
Yeah,
there it is,
cool.
right there at the end. Oh, there we go. Oh man, I didn't mean to do that, but there we go.
That's okay. It's a sign.
It's a sign. It's a sign. Yeah.
So what are you thinking?
Nice.
Do you think, are you gonna pull one more, or were we just gonna like legit just do the one YOLO?
Man, I don't know. I'm so split on it.
If you're split on it, I would take some time. You don't have to do it
I'll
right
probably
now.
take some time. I'll probably take some time. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how, sometimes I'll get a little brave, like, or I'll have a feeling, or a lot of times I'll get like a 5 or 10 rubies from a TCP, and then I'll be like, all right, I'm going for another yellow. And so
It's weird how she pushed you a little bit less than she pushed me. I'm just saying. I feel.
Dodge.
So fun. But
I
hey,
think I was feeling it with yours though, Torchy Torch. I think
I'm excited to have that cart.
You knew I wanted to do it.
I knew you wanted to do it. Firestorm seems like literally like perplexed. Like I don't know. I'm like, take your time.
I am legitimately kind of like, I don't know. So I'll give it a little bit, a little wait. My wife just came home.
Bye.
Hi, this is
She was,
Firestorm.
she was at a girls' night. So
Nice.
she's like mouthing. She's like, who is that?
We're his best friends in the
friends and
entire
fans.
world.
Yeah. Do you want to be on YouTube? This is awesome. I introduced my wife. This is my wife,
Yes.
Stephanie.
Hey!
I know you.
Hi, Mrs. Firestorm. How you doing?
Yeah.
Doing good. Had a girls' night, so gonna
Oh,
go to
fun.
bed now.
Did you guys go to the Thai place?
No, just a friend's house.
Just a friend's house,
Yeah.
and made some fun cocktails.
Fun.
Yeah, good to see everyone.
Good to see you too.
Got the cameo.
Yeah.
That was fun. I
Super
wasn't
fun.
anticipating being graced with Miss Firestorm. That's fun.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
go, girl.
She was over hanging out at girls. When you have 4 kids, you got to give each other nights away.
Yeah.
So she got to go hang out. So super fun.
There you
Cool.
go.
Yeah.
Well, this was fun. How's everyone feeling right now? Are you guys all feeling excited about the tour or bummed or?
I'm a little hesitant. I didn't stop after the first first 15 pulls.
Right. I'm glad you had that last one with the 2 in it, though.
Me too. Yep, that helped.
Mhm.
Feel like that brought my percentage up to like at least even.
Yeah. Well, cool. Well, can we go round robin and do thankful, grateful, made you happy?
Yeah.
I like it. Who wants to go first?
I can go first only because I already know exactly what I'm going to share.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's been a little bit, but a little over 2 weeks ago, it was like right after the last time I was on with you guys, my sister had a little baby boy. So my first true like nephew, like Bethany, my wife's family, has lots. I have lots of little nieces and nephews, but this was the first in our family that I have a little nephew, and so just really excited to be an uncle. And I need to get out to their place. I have not gotten to meet him yet in person, so they live on the other side of the country, and so I'm going to be flying out in a couple weeks to go see him. But so that's my grateful, thankful, just
Super
being
cool.
an uncle. And excited to hold that little guy when I get the chance.
Well, congratulations. That's fun.
Thanks. Yeah.
What about you, Pepper Rabbit?
Oh man, March I had a broken dishwasher, and I finally got it fixed last week.
Did Frenzy Fanboy come over and fix it for you? I know it was Mr. Handy.
I was the one that broke it.
It was a rough March, not having a dishwasher. I had to wash dishes every day. It was really time consuming
Yeah.
and frustrating. They had to come 3 times. First time was just to see what was wrong with it and then order a part. But the first guy ordered the wrong part. Second guy had to order another part. I had to get him again for the 3rd time. It lasted over a month. But I'm thankful. Finally, it's fixed.
But now you're back in business.
Back in business.
Yeah. It's amazing how sometimes we take like the comforts of life a little bit too, we take them for granted. Like electricity, like transportation. You don't have either one of those, and like your day is completely different.
Yeah, it is for sure.
Or your air conditioning.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Our air went out in Florida one year.
Oh.
That's
Not
horrible.
fun. Not fun.
Brutal. I'll go next, and I'll just say I'm actually very thankful for this. You mentioned mental health with this game, and I actually think this part of the game helps my mental health, because the added grind of the tokens has worn on me a bit, but this part of it helps, like talking it out a little bit and knowing that other people are experiencing the same things. And this game used to be just a vice to kind of log on for a few minutes and play, and it's turned into a lot more of like, these are almost like therapy sessions, like like talking about my family, talking about just life in general, and meeting people who are like me in different ways. It's pretty cool. So the mental health part of it is what I'm very grateful for, because not that I have a terrible life or anything like that, but this just is one more thing that is positive in my life that I really appreciate.
I love that. Love that.
Mario Kart Tour for the soul.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We're publishing our first book next month. Just kidding. Like the chicken noodle soup for the soul, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's just super soul. I think that's what he was thinking.
That's what I was
Totally. Yep.
All right. So my thankful, grateful made me happy was Frenzy Fangirl made me super happy today
What did I do?
when she texted me a picture from Target, and she's like, "Do you want this new hat? This coin
This is like
box
buying
question
your
mark
stuff.
hat?"
Oh,
And I was like,
I didn't notice that.
"Oh my gosh, yes!" And so
That's
she
awesome.
got this hat for me today, which totally put a smile on my face. So
Yeah.
thank you very much.
Hey, you're
That
welcome.
was very thoughtful.
Yeah.
It's fun that like you always are on the lookout for like something Mario Kart, something Mario, something Bowser.
Totally.
Like, you can see, we've got like this little mini collection of like all these different
Yeah.
hats and stuff that we find. So
I kind of wish you could like touch it and it would glow.
Wouldn't that be cool? Like right here would like
So
light up.
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, because it has like a gold little trim there almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool. I like it.
I like it.
So yeah, thank you very much.
I am grateful for friendship. The reason why I was at Target is I had an appointment earlier today, and then I was meeting a friend for lunch, and I had like a half hour to kill, so I popped into this Target. So I'm grateful for good friends who hang out with me and can stand me. Just kidding.
Well, thanks everyone for hanging out with us for a couple hours now. Hopefully it's helped either part of your strategy or your pipe pulling thought process, or maybe it's just been something fun to put on in the background while you're grinding or working.
Yep.
So we appreciate everyone that watches, and make sure to put the thumbs up on the video and check out our Frenzy Fan Discord. You can get the invite for it at frenzyfans.com. And also, if you haven't voted for the MVIs for last week's ranks, that link is still available for the week 2 of the Yoshi. The URL is always the same, so even if you're watching this video later, just go ahead and click on the link and it'll show you whatever ranked course that we're taking the data for.
Yeah, so frenzyfans.com/MVI.
Most valuable items.
Yeah.
MVI. And until the next video, may the frenzies be forever in your favor.
See you guys later.